I know this goes without saying, but you do know you can't punch out the world, right? You know you literally can't fight the world, right? It was something I had to learn at an early age when it was certain things that you were just really standing on. And when you look in the larger scheme of things, it really doesn't matter. It's not about life or death. Everything else in between is small potatoes. Now, don't get me wrong. You have some things that can lead you to a early demise. That's the reason why we're talking about this. You can't want to tackle everything that comes across as some sort of sign of disrespect or being all in your feelings because this, that, and the third was said, and just checking everything. That's the reason why we explore healthier alternatives on this channel in regards to knowing how to recognize these situations so you're least as likely not to be surrounded with these things. And when you are surrounded with these things, healthily setting up boundaries to be able to safely navigate them without them being to your detriment. Or in some cases, things can just be a mismatch of you interacting with an individual at the wrong time. You can catch anybody. Anybody can have a bad day. I know I've had them. I know people have looked the other way on things that were really front and center with me on that particular occasion. And it's through patience, maturity. I'm talking about from other people that they've exercised with me that I was able to move on. We were both able to move on. Thankfully, I've had time to reflect through things being brought to my attention, learning lessons, being able to accept criticism, something that wasn't always easy. And you know what? I'm gonna stop on that for a moment. When you think about accepting criticism, constructive criticism, being able to accept it, people are always gonna have something to say, but people aren't gonna or shouldn't always have something to say about the way that you're interacting and dealing with them. And through a lot of these topics, that's what allowed me to reassess my dealings with people through feedback, through we'll just say less than healthier interactions. It's caused me to reflect, and as time has you know pushed forward, I've had you know little to no interactions like some of those that were in the past that I really was trying at all costs to not repeat, and then that ended certain things. Because think about it, the more that you're able to refine how you interact with people, be the best you possible, then if you're a person that don't like criticism, you'll have less criticism on that. It's not going to stop all criticism, but handling people in a more mild manner opposed to being abrasive and just falling prey to some of our flaws that we have as people. We're all prone to that. And me personally, I would never want to do or say anything to discourage someone or to break them down, set them some steps backwards, even in a moment of you ticking me off. I like to be at my best. I'd like to not have to come back and apologize for upping the ante on something that didn't call for upping the ante. Long story short, going back to what I said at the beginning of this video, you can't punch out the world. It gets tiresome. You've heard that saying, you got to pick and choose your battles. That's one I could stand by. That's true. You can't battle everything. You can't battle the world. Can't be that sensitive. Everything can't be that just ready to lay it all down on the line for. Unacceptable. That's what, like I said, that's what you got boundaries for. And people that can't respect those boundaries, I'm gonna take my time elsewhere. I'm not gonna keep redefining this with you. That's my take on it. Stay encouraged, avoid being discouraged. I'm Ayin. Y'all have a good one.